And these are the latest pictures that we are getting to you from Kathmandu. This is the Kathmandu International Airport. The Indian Air Force C-130J Super Hercules aircraft has just landed in Kathmandu at that runway, which is partially damaged. This is carrying 39 NDRF personnel, 3.5 tons of relief material. It has just landed in Kathmandu. There's a dog squad, there's a medical emergency squad. There is 3.5 tons of relief material, medicines, all of that, food, water, tent, bedding, all of that is being transported to Kathmandu. They've landed in Kathmandu, and from here they will go to different parts. It's the Nepal government that will identify areas where all of this material needs to go. Initially, with 700 plus people dead in Kathmandu, initial effort would be made in Kathmandu, and then gradually when additional teams get to Kathmandu, they will then spread out to Lamjung, in Gorkha, in Pokhara and in other parts of Nepal where help is desperately required. It hasn't reached a minute too soon. The dog squad is essentially required to be able to sniff out life buried in the debris of the devastating earthquake. Several buildings have collapsed. Village after village has been flattened to the ground, and that is where the dog squad will play a very important role. There's a team of doctors. There's a field hospital that has been sent to Kathmandu. This is in computer parlance, it's a plug-and-play hospital. You just have to unload that hospital and it's operational that quickly. That hospital, that field hospital with an operation theatre can start working, and especially orthopedic surgeons have been dispatched so that broken bones can immediately be looked at. That is something that's required immediately in an earthquake situation. This is the National Disaster Relief Force team with 3.5 tons of equipment that has just landed in Kathmandu. What we're also being told that the Indian Air Force helicopters, the Mi-17 helicopters that had been dispatched from the Gorakhpur Air Base, and Gorakhpur has one of the largest Indian Air Force bases. Helicopters from the Gorakhpur Air Base have now been sent back because of bad weather. They will once again try and mount an operation to be able to land in Kathmandu, so that from there it's in these helicopters that relief material will be sent to different parts, not just of Kathmandu, but across Nepal. These are, of course, pictures from earlier in the day. This is the Hindon Air Base, and this is the C-17 Globemaster, one of the largest aircraft in the world, the second largest in the world and the largest in the inventory of the Indian Air Force, with tons of relief supplies waiting to be loaded to be dispatched to Kathmandu. The death toll has now risen to 876 in
men loading up the material. The 8th Battalion of the National Disaster Response Force is on its way to Kathmandu, equipped with the latest and the best available in their categories. These people will be a real asset to the Himalayan Republic of Nepal, which is right now struggling through one of its worst earthquakes, one of its worst tragedies. What is important to note is that not only are the Indian Air Force planes available on a very short notice, remember the first plane flew in the early hours of the afternoon, but even the men and their material have been mobilized in absolutely no time. With camera person Premchand Mishra at the Hindon Air Force Base in Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh, Jugal Purohit for Headlines Today.